Welcome to a brand new series where I will be attempting to make as much money as possible in Grand Theft Auto Online. At the beginning of each episode, we set a money target goal that we must achieve by the end of the video and either play aimlessly or set a plan before dawn. This is for all those players who want a daily grind routine, so come along for the Millionaires Money Grind, an ongoing pursuit to find the ultimate strat to make millions. If you do enjoy this video and would like to see more consistent GTA content like this, please consider subscribing, leave a like and joining the conversation in the comments for your best strategies and tips for future videos, which I'll be shouting out. Okay, we are in and ready to roll. We've got a clock counting up to keep an eye on how long this all takes. Now, the money target goal we're setting today is $2 million, and currently I've got 23k, so not a lot, but I am fortunate enough that I own a nightclub. This is how I began the grind, and I wanted to get the popularity to a full bar, so I did a promotion mission, and once completed, there was a 5-minute cooldown period. So in this time, I collected money from all of the safes that I could think of, which I recommend for one of the first things you do when you log in. It's better to keep clearing out these safes, as if they do stay full, they'll stop producing money. I've gone to my salvage yard, and luckily enough, I have a robbery vehicle that I sourced earlier from the planning computer, and we of course have the ability to now claim one of the 3 robbery vehicles per week for free through here, but we can sell them too. It does depend on the vehicle that you have sourced through the salvage yard robbery, but if you have one lying around, I recommend doing it. It makes you a lot of money, and I'd say we're in a good position for our money grind. Everything so far has gone according to the plan that I have wanted to do for this money grind. At this point, we're about 12.5 minutes in, and I've gone to my bunker to now go and deliver these weapon parts to ammunition. These are just little filler missions that I like to do in between of actually accruing that stock level up in all of your other excess businesses, such as the bunker and the nightclub. But right there, you can see $50,000 additional money we have made from that. But the nightclub popularity level is actually not full at the moment, so I just want to fill that up. So I've gone back in, and there is this VIP here who is causing a little bit of grief, you could say. Now, I'm in an invite-only lobby, so I do believe I will get a VIP that I have to go and deliver back to rehab. If you're in a public session, I think there is someone that you can just throw out from the bar. It's going to save you much more time in the long run, but I just prefer to make my money through an invite-only lobby today. So $11,000 payout from that. We're not really too worried about that. What we are worried about is the popularity level, which is now going to be full. It's $50,000 for the current daily income, and that's going to be received every 48 minutes in real life, which is actually equivalent of 1 GTA day. I'm sure a lot of you people are quite familiar with this, but for those who aren't, go to your interaction menu, preferences, change your spawn location to where you want to head to next, which could be a different business. Go to your appearance and change your outfit to something different. That'll create a game save. You can see in the bottom right hand corner, an orange load symbol will appear. You can now find a new session, and we will be in the spawn location that we set before. Now, the next big step in our money grind here is I've made my way to the bunker. I would heavily recommend you do purchase the upgrades for the equipment, the staff upgrade and security upgrade. If you're going to do research, this is not what we're worrying about so much today, but if you want to unlock weapon unlocks and vehicle unlocks, you can do this. You guys can see I've not really done much of this because I don't really care about it as much, but what we're trying to do today is make our money. If you have the upgrades, go ahead and buy those supplies. In the long run, you will make more money. Assign the staff to manufacturing, and from here we can actually go ahead and sell our supply to Los Santos. This is going to be a little bit more difficult. If you're doing it solo, try not to get that supply or stock level too high up. You will struggle to drop off the stocks in the set amount of time. So I made it with enough time. I probably could have left my stocks for a little bit longer, but it's pretty straightforward, these missions. You just have to jump into the marshal for this one in particular and deliver them to the drop off. There's 2 trucks in particular, and I did this with quite a bit of ease, I must say. There was a little bit of a couple of enemies, a couple of rivals who tried to take me out, but in the end we got the full amount. The full payout was delivered, and I can confidently say that was actually pretty easy. We're now at $1 million, and we're only 30 minutes in, and the supplies we bought earlier are actually going to help us out as our stock level can continue climbing up in the background passively. So now this is where things got a little bit interesting in my plan as I tried to reach my goal of $2 million in one day. I went to the salvage yard and towed some vehicles, brought them back to the salvage yard, and this is going to be a passive way of making money as well. Every 48 minutes you will salvage parts for these cars and make some money. So in about 48 minutes time, you'll see we'll make money from these. I'm slowly realizing how many businesses I have in the game, but I also want to remind you that this does help you out. The more businesses you have, the more the money grind becomes a lot easier, because you can just rinse and cycle over these businesses, But this particular way of doing it today, probably not the most efficient way, at least I think it is, but I'm very open to what you guys think in the comments. Every now and again, Sasanta is going to contact you and you'll have some vehicles that you'll be able to deliver to the customer. You'll get charged for those service costs and you will have to make sure that you fit the customer's requirements. So you will be deducted a cost from those and then you'll also get paid for the delivery. So it's a pretty good way to make money too. Yeah, so I did say it before, my plan got a little bit haywire from here, and yeah, you'll see in these next few clips as to why. I tried to steal some supplies for my acid lab and it just took way too long. I got killed. Eventually, I left the lobby, I went to my acid lab in the freak shop and I tried to boost my production. I didn't realize I hadn't set this up in a passive way. It was just sitting there really, so I decided to try and speed up some things, and you'll see later on as to how we make some profits from this. Before a lot of the major businesses in GTA Online came around, vehicle cargo was actually probably my favorite way to make money. The premise is pretty simple. You just need to source a vehicle through your CEO tower at the Maze Bank here, and you'll need a vehicle warehouse. Now, you can see in the text, I got a top range vehicle here. And don't worry, if you get a standard or mid-range vehicle, you can just find a new session and start the mission up again until you find a top range vehicle. But yeah, things got a little bit pear-shaped in this mission. I lost a bit of focus at the 1 hour mark, and I did something that I have not done in a very long time. I actually blew up the vehicle and the steal vehicle mission was over. So yeah, I decided this random NPC could just shoot me down and end things. My assistant also had their piece to say.
Hey boss, I guess that one's not going in the warehouse. Log back onto SecuroServe here at the office if you want to try another one.
No way am I going to go back in and start that mission up again. Why? I can just go to my vehicle warehouse. So that is exactly what I decided to do. Again, I'm very lucky. I have my account set up in a very nice way that I have the ability to do this. You can see the standard and mid-range prices differently to the top range, and I've gone with the specialist dealer. It's going to cost you $20,000 to modify it, and then you will get a payout of $80,000 profit, or 100k total, but 80k profit. So yeah, I actually realized I don't like vehicle cargo anymore. I don't remember getting shot down in these missions for some reason, so it's going to be difficult. But if you want the full payout, you guys are going to have to make sure that there is no damage on this vehicle. And if you have any hot tips, let me know down below in the comments, because I really struggled with this. But hey, I'll take it. It's 65k profit. In the meantime, I tried to take the pressure off and I went and did a junk energy time trial, and I failed miserably one time and I fell off and actually missed out on the part time by about 1.5 seconds. The second time I fell off, and as the saying goes, third time's a charm. Yep, it was my lucky time. So I ended up with $52,000 and completing the time trial. Again, I wanted something easy to make me some money, and I actually ended up finding one of these exotic export vehicles from Simeon, and I just delivered it straight to the docks for another $20,000. Very simple. The RC Bandito time trial was pretty straightforward as well. Just follow the checkpoints, make sure you're feathering the throttle, and yeah, $51,000 additional there. We've now made it to $1.2 million in just over an hour. So from here, I've gone to my nightclub, and this is where I'm going to sell all of my goods. You need to make sure that you have multiple additional businesses through your motorcycle club, and that the technicians through your nightclub are assigned to these businesses. That is the only way that your goods will keep producing money. It's almost been 2 hours straight of playing now in GTA Online, and I thought it was time to go ahead and sell my Acid Lab stock. So what I've done is I've got the Acid Lab, I've brought it outside of the freak shop, as that's the only way you can sell your stock. Just be careful where you are placing those deliveries, as if it's in a too open of a spot, the cops are going to be able to spot you, and therefore you're going to be getting a wanted level on your head. But you can call up Lester. He's going to be able to help you out in removing that wanted level, and yeah, it's pretty straightforward from there. So make the deliveries, leave the area, and you can see here we got almost $200,000. Now for a full supply level, it's probably going to take around 4 to 6 hours, so it is quite time consuming, but it's totally worth it. I recommend it. So yeah, jump onto the Acid Lab. It's been a well-known money-making method for a very long time. The tiredness did start to show, It literally was a case of I couldn't find the stash house. I eventually found it, stole the contents, and I did not realize that because I have an MC business, it's going to go towards the supplies that I do originally own. So if you don't have an MC business, you will end up getting money from that, and if you have an MC business, it'll go to your suppliers. Now the G's cash, I went and grabbed that for almost an additional $20,000, which does help us out, and now at almost 2 hours in, we're sitting just under $1.8 million. Okay, so we're in the home stretch. You don't want to miss this part. This is where I had some daily challenges. It was looking for work, and I did that through the CEO. Now the next part was actually completing a vehicle cargo mission, and the daily challenge literally alerted me after I already did this. So I went through the pain again, one of my favorite missions, and yeah, I collected some additional money, which was great fun. I then went and did a featured series event. This was the final task that had to take place as part of the daily challenges, and I must admit, this was really fun. It's the running back adversary mode series. Now when you're watching this video, it's probably changed from then, but yeah, take advantage of those daily challenges. Paid out quite well, that job as well. And then GTA was just being GTA. It took a very long time to load into an online lobby, and I'll run you through some of the final things I did to get me over the line to $2 million. So of course, I got my payout for the daily challenges as well as the mission. And then I collected some money from my wall safe at the nightclub, and then I actually got another 50k just shortly after, as a new day had started. So there you have it. We actually hit our money target goal of $2 million. If you guys would like to see an episode 2, let's try and get 100 likes on this video. Please subscribe for more like this. See you in the next one. Peace.